I think that I actually enjoy, in theory, a lot of the changes because of the fact that it just gives most characters, every character really, like more options, right? It doesn't look like they're trying to nerf anyone. They're trying to buff the weak or over buff the weak, really. Like there's some changes in here that look like they're really over buffing the weak, and then like giving the high characters like some quality of life. I'm def scared for this patch. I love this patch. Like in theory, I love this patch, but it could be like a way more wild game than it was like given. Like, so the thing is, when DNF Duel first dropped and when people started playing it, everyone just called it a Kasoga. Everyone was like, this game's wild and you get 1 touch or 2 touch and it's crazy and it's super high action, high energy. And then the beanie with the glasses, thanks. And then they're blue light glasses. I'm not blind, I promise. And then the game came out and it was actually relatively fair. Like it was very similar to something like Red Blue Fantasy Versus, which is a super fair, mostly grounded, footsies based 2D anime game, right? And that's how DNF Duel was for this whole time, for these past couple months of the game existing and being kind of small. But now we have these changes where it looks like they're just trying to throw shit at the wall and hope something sticks. They're just like, let's just make it wild as fuck. Let's let these guys go monkey, gorilla ham, fucking slam dunk, LeBron James Space Jam style. Nephew, remember when I patched up your knee when you fell off your scooter? I was a skateboard kid, son. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's get into these patches. I want to start all the way from the top. Sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention. I was like midway through. All right, so the 1.09 update has arrived for DNF Duel, and here's a complete list of changes and fixes added with this patch. The fighting video game, oh my gosh, was co-developed by Arc System Works, Aiding, and Neopal, and published by Nexon. It gathered a large fan base and received pretty positive reviews from the gaming community. That's surprising. We'll actually go. I want to do like another fighting game reviews where we go look at Steam fighting game reviews. Anyways, the spin-off of Dungeon and Fighter series. The spin-off of the Dungeon and Fighter series also receives periodic updates and offers players a better gameplay experience. Okay. While a while ago, a new one had showed up and brought tons of changes to the game. Here's everything new with the DNF Duel 1.09 update. Are you guys ready? Because I'm fucking ready. I'm extremely ready. Let's go ahead and just dig right into it. I think we actually only get character changes, as a matter of fact. There's no like general changes, which is cool. The general changes are like mixed into the character changes. Everyone got more guard stamina of some kind, and everyone got more HP of some kind, right? And instead of just putting that in general and making everyone kind of get the same amount, they were actually very smart about it. They didn't make it all the same. They made it so that every character got a little something different. There we go. Now you guys can see. There are universal changes. Dodge roll specifically. Oh, is that here? And guard cancel? I don't see it though. Oh, those are also universal, but they don't put it here, do they? Hey, what's up, Mean Buffalo? All right, so. Oh, they are here. Wow, okay. All. Skill command, and the following changes have been made. Okay, so dodge, press and hold G. Press and hold G and the forward direction. Only forward. 6 only. Or 4 if you're facing. I guess it would still be 6, right? Or is it now 4 because you're on the other side? Anyways, reduced the recovery. Moved up the activation timing for invulnerability against hits effective immediately upon a performance skill. Moved up the activation for the invulnerability against projectiles effective immediately upon activating skill. So I guess that was kind of a spot. There was spots where if someone tried to roll through, they weren't immediately invul, so you could meaty their roll. And they're trying to make it so that now you have better ways to get on defense, which I think is a little crazy because I think the defense is already pretty good with everyone having a guard cancel and everyone having a metered invul or a metered reversal of some kind, whether that be a counter or an actual DP. Wasn't frame 1, but now wasn't frame 1. Now it beats meaties. Yeah, so now it's frame 1. Guard cancel. 6 B plus S while guarding. Adjusted the recovery on oneself, stun on the opponent to reduce the hit/guard frame gaps. So does that mean that adjusted the recovery on oneself and the stun on the opponent to reduce the hit/guard frame gaps? Does that mean they're trying to make it so that people cannot react to things as easily? No, because it says recovery, not activation. Adjusted the recovery on oneself / stun on the opponent to reduce the hit slash guard frame gaps. I actually don't know what the fuck this means. Recovery means, I guess maybe it's less punishable, but they're all universally very punishable, which is probably a good thing. Maybe make them a smaller punish. I can't tell. I don't know what's going on with the guard cancel change, but it's definitely better, right? It seems, just by reading it, adjusted the recovery to reduce. So they're trying to make it better. Airborne MS skills. This was a big one. I think this is huge because this happens to a lot of characters. MS while airborne adjusted to face the opponent immediately after performing the skill. More advantageous on hit also. That's what they're trying to do. Okay, cool. Adjusted to face the opponent immediately after performing the skill. Good. Because there was a lot of instances where you would do an airborne MS move and you just couldn't. Was Z on hit before? Ooh, yikes. That's not very good. There was a lot of instances where you would do a jump move, like a jump move from Crusader or Inquisitor. I'm trying to think of another character, Hitman, that have like angled buttons that are going in a specific direction, right? They both have like that Beyblade thing that you want to hit with the front side of it. The back side of it doesn't do anything, or doesn't do much. So now they make it so that you're more likely to get that front side hitbox. Same thing with Crusader. There would be times where sometimes your opponent would jump over you or run under you as you were doing 2MS, and it would just like go the wrong direction, even though you pressed it after they were already under you. Probably because of the way that the character is facing when the other character is moving or being adjusted due to hit stun, hit stop, whatever. It's a pretty good change. This is a quality of life fix, but it's a good quality of life fix. I'm glad that it's happening. Good. I guess I don't know if it's alphabetical order or what it is. Well, let's do it. Let's go to the next one. We got Berserker. HP, he got 30 more HP from 950. He's going from 950 to 980. Cool. Okay, 30 more HP. It's possible that actually means something. I think any buff is a good buff, right? Even if this is totally irrelevant and you can kill someone in the same number of touches, not always. There's going to be those small instances where that little bit of health is going to matter. Guard gauge. He's going from 1050 to 1200. Gonna make it a lot harder. While Hitman's was plus 20, he can often combo off of it. That's fucking disgusting. That's a lot more guard gauge. 150 more. Nice. Awakening effect. Adjust it to recover HP with the existing white damage intact before it recovered white life first. Oh, okay, that's really good. Yeah, so that means you're still able to have that white life on top, so you can still do conversions while regaining life from your awakening. That's really good. I think that's a huge change. That's a really, really good change, because awakening is just, white life and conversion is just a really, really powerful tool that you always want to have access to, especially as a character like Berserker, who can put himself into the white life situation. Same with a character like Troubleshooter. Added attack increase effect. Okay, so he's gonna get more damage, so you might actually get one touch by this character now, no matter how much more HP there is. He's able to gain more. He's able to gain more, like, just overall, without looking at any other changes. He's able to gain more damage, and he's able to keep his white life on top of gaining back life and staying in awakening. So this could be a pretty good change for him. This is definitely a really good change for him. Added white life damage on block. Chip damage increase effect. Cool. Okay, so now he's doing more white life to the opponent. Giving your opponent more conversion is never really great, but nice. It's chip damage. Cool. Jumping A while airborne. Increased hit stun. Good. That's a move that you would often see a lot of people use, like air to air, but you might not have ever gotten anything off of it. Now you might. Now you might get something off of it, and that seems pretty cool. Ghost Slash. That's standing S. Expanded the hitbox. Increased the knockdown time or hit while airborne. Very cool. I dig that. I think that's sick. And then his 2S, upward slash, is now jump cancelable on hit. Only on hit, not on block. That's what it doesn't say on block here. It says on hit. So that's pretty cool. That means you have to commit to a meter move to keep yourself safe, right? If it's blocked, but if it hits, you get juicier anti-air confirms. Hopefully, that's what they're trying to do here, or maybe just more normalized anti-air confirms that are easier for everyone. Ash Fork, 2S while airborne. The second hit can connect against knockdown opponents. Okay, so this is now an OTG move as well. That's pretty sick. Gorecross Expulsion. Reduced recovery, so now you're able to use these a lot more as an actual neutral tool, not just like I'm using this to like be annoying and just kind of force an option out of you. Now it's actually a good neutral tool. Bloodlust, which is the back MS. Reduce the recovery on hit and increase the knockdown time. That's pretty good. And then Bloodlust during Frenzy reduced the recovery on hit and increased the knockdown time. Both really good. I think Bloodlust is a really fucking strong move. So it was already a strong move, and this just makes it even better. Back MS. What do you want me to say? 4MS? I can say 4MS. Yeah, 4M, 4MS, whatever. 4M, 4MS, my bad. Sorry. I'm not really an anime player. I mix and match. I do all sorts of crazy shit. I play Soul Calibur where we use anime notation, but I've also played NRS games where we don't use anime notation. So it just kind of comes and goes. Vanguard. I'm hoping he got some juicy shit. Let's take a looky, Lou. So he gains 100 more health. So he goes from 1,000 to 1,100. He gains 150 more guard gauge, going from 1050 to 1,200. That sucks that I played NRS games. Awakening effect, added attack increase effect. Okay, so he's getting more attack, and he's also gaining more chip damage, which was supposed to be his whole thing anyway, was chip and guard damage, right? They didn't give him any extra guard gauge damage, unfortunately. I think that would have been a really nice change. Because there were characters who guard crush harder than Vanguard, even though it's always been like one of the things that people talk about for Vanguard. 2G reduced the hurt box, so maybe you're not going to be able to instant over like fuzzy or instant overhead. This guy is easy. That's a good thing. 5B reduced the recovery and can now connect against knockdown opponents. That's very good. This is now an OTG tool, and I think that's a sick change. I think 5B being an OTG tool makes a lot of sense because of the way that he slams down his spear or his naginata, whatever you want to call it. I don't fucking know. For 5B, that's sick. Crouching B or 2B, like the Nier Automata character, reduced recovery. That's pretty sick because if you whip that move, you kind of just died. Like there was a lot of instances where if your opponent made that move whip, you weren't just taking a small punish, you were taking a huge punish. You were getting cooked. And I think that kind of skews the risk reward in using it in neutral more in his favor, depending on how much they reduce the recovery. Cleave Upper, 2S, can be jump canceled. I thought you could already jump cancel 2S. I thought you could already jump cancel 2S. I'm almost certain. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, I could have sworn you could already jump cancel his 2S. But maybe you couldn't in certain situations that I'm just not remembering, that I'm misremembering. Maybe you can jump cancel all the time now, but it was always on. It was only on hit before, because I know there were certain combos where you could do it on hit. So maybe now it's just fully jump cancelable, even on block, which is really cool because that move is inherently unsafe, and the only way to make it safe is to use a meter move now. I mean, after now you can just jump cancel, and if your opponent's not ready, and with that 2S or that 2MS, whichever, some sort of an anti tool, you might be able to get more offense off of it or jump away safely by back jumping. Pretty cool. Brandish, 5MS, can immediately be followed up by Inferno Charge, Crescent Slash, and Behead upon activating skill, even possible on whiff. This gives me Anji vibes in a really good way. How Anji could like instant cancel this twirl. He doesn't have to do fusion anymore in Guilty Gear Strive. That's really cool. I think that's sick. That's dope. That means that you have access to the other moves, which is Inferno Charge, Crescent Slash, and Behead faster. You don't have to do the first hit of Brandish first. You can just immediately cancel into it. Inferno Charge is plus on block. Crescent Slash is a great poke tool, and then so is Behead. So that's it. I really like that. That's dope. Inferno Charge, reduce the recovery. That makes it more plus. They're reducing the recovery. New fighting games work this way. If they're reducing the recovery, it just cuts down on some of the recovery frames, right? Not the startup, not the active, just the recovery. That means those recovery frames that you had before, you have less of. So say it was +3. I don't remember exactly what it was. I'd have to go to the website. But say it was +3. Maybe it's +5 now. Maybe it's +6. That's really, really good for him, especially because now they reduce the startup time for the invulnerability against the projectile, which means you can actually use it as a get-in tool accompanying the Brandish change. That's sick. Behead, reduced the recovery. Earth Shatter, reduced the recovery. Expanded the knockback range of the second hit, and wall bounces upon the second hit. That is huge. That is going to give him way more damage and combos at the wall, and he might even be able to get better Oki because of it. Because it wall bounces, and you can lead to something that's going to knock down, and then use 5B to re-pick them up, giving you Oki into a Brandish situation, or into a 5S situation, or a 4S, or a 6S, whatever you want there. That's really, really good. That seems super good. Devastate, 4MS. Remove the upper body hitbox during the spinning. Wow, during the spinning move upon activating the skill. For anyone who doesn't know, he twirls it above his head and then he slices in front of him. So for the twirl, now he has upper body invul, which means you can use that move as an actual anti-air. You don't have to use 2S which is way less active of a, I'm sorry, 2M, which is way less, it has a way smaller hitbox unless they expanded it. I see it here. They expanded the hitbox on that. The last hit launches the opponent higher. It has increased block stun of the last hit, so maybe it's safer. Yeah, it's 100% safer. Expanded the hitbox of the last hit, so it whiffs less often, because there was definitely some instances where it would whiff. Increase the block stun. I'm sorry, increase the guard back on the last hit. That's pretty good too. Lunge strike. Expanded the hitbox. That's huge. Good. He might have an actual working DP against grounded opponents now, and against crouching opponents, not just anti-air. Like, it was a pretty good anti-air DP because of the speed and the angle, but it wasn't the best DP for covering people on the ground as an actual pokeout tool, and that's pretty good. Doom Glaive. MS while airborne. Okay. Expanded the hitbox of the first hit. Good. I've had people fall out of it a lot. Increase the block stun of the first hit. So if you use the first hit of it on block, it's a little safer. And can be dash canceled on hit. Whoa. Whoa, because it comes down first. Whoa, that's huge. Whoa. Whoa. That's good. These are some pretty good changes. Like, yeah, they're not like groundbreaking, but I think this puts them more in line with the mid and high tier characters of the game so far. I mean, I played a pretty decent amount of Vanguard, so I like these changes. From when I played Vanguard, I like these changes. I don't really think that his 2S was, I mean, his 2, what would it be? 2A? Yeah, because we don't have K and P in this game. I wonder how the dash cancels are going to work. Because a lot of characters are getting them now. Yeah, it seems interesting that so many characters are getting dash cancels. His 2K, or fuck, his 2A already seems pretty good, solid to me. His 5A was already pretty solid. The fact that they didn't add any more changes to his 5A is a little strange, but I think it's fine. Like if they're required to dash a set amount no matter what. Oh, you're right. Yeah, maybe. That'd be interesting if you're like forced to dash a certain amount, because the dashing in this game isn't very fluid. So I can see that being an issue. But I mean, it makes for a less obnoxious experience off the dash cancel. So I could see that that's not a terrible idea. Let's see what we did to Striker. Is she fucking dead? Is she dead, boys? Just kidding. Remember, everyone got buffs. Everyone got buffs. All right, her HP, she gained 50. She gained 150 guard stamina. It looks like everyone so far is gaining 150 guard gauge. But her HP only 50 more. She can still get one touched. Cool. Awakening effect added guard gauge. What? What? Hey, look, we know that she was one touching you off guard crushes. So instead, we made it so that now, because we gave everyone more guard stamina, she can only do it in Awakening. But we made it even easier for her to do in Awakening. Nice. All right, let's see what the other one is. Added white life chip on block increase effect. Okay, so everyone is getting a lot of chip increase effects, it seems. And she's also getting more guard damage, guard gauge damage. Nice. Her 6S can be canceled with various, oh great, with various MP skills, even possible on whiff. That's pretty good, yeah. Low kick, which is 4S, reduced recovery, so that now you can use that to get under fireballs, which is cool. Like you can just go like under a full screen fireball if you couldn't do something like a 5M before, because it would be too far and you'd whiff it. So you could go like low kick to like close in space. Yeah, 6S whiff, like cancel on whiff is really wild, because if someone's gonna try to poke you with something, you can just 4S doesn't go into fireballs. It's not her slide. Oh, okay. That's the actual toe tap. That's the cell 6H. That's the cell 6H. Right? Or 3H? Yeah, 6H, 3H, whatever it is. The fucking scuff your Jordans. Okay, never mind. Good. I guess I'm not that upset about it, but reduced recovery, which means it might be better on block now. She's able to cancel anyway, so it's not a huge change. But just it having reduced recovery means there might be new combo routes off of it and stuff. Airwalk. S while airborne? Wait. S while airborne is airwalk? Why is it not just called dive kick? Anyways, dive kick. The opponent bounces off the ground harder when hit airborne. Oh, man. So her dive kick's better? That doesn't sound like a nerf. That doesn't sound like they made the timing for her. It sounds like they changed the timing of her plus frames off of, or her Oki or meaties off of dive kick as an ender. But it sounds like she has more timing now and more window to figure out what the fuck to do to you. Great. Okay, that's an amazing buff. She honestly needed low tier character, super fucking bad after they changed it the first time. Not top tier at all anymore. No way. She needed it. I'm trolling. Shadowless kick. 5 MS. Can I be jump canceled upon the third hit? Wow. Not even on hit specifically. Just in general. Super huge. Decrease the range. The knockback range. Okay. That means that it's easier to combo things off of it now too. That's really cool. Because that means you can use something that is going to chase them down like 6 MS. And 6 MS can now be canceled on hit. So you can go 5 MS, 6 MS. And because they're left closer to you, you can now dash cancel the 6 MS and chase them the fuck down. Same thing with 1-inch punch can now also be dash canceled, which means if there was ever a situation where you got 1-inch punch, but you couldn't move forward enough to get a combo because they weren't all in the corner, they were mid-screen, and you hit something very long range that would have an extended her box, sometimes you couldn't combo off it. Now you can. She's super consistent. This character is going to be extremely... This character is going to be a Magic the Gathering commander deck that is half searchers, okay? Like 50 cards out of the 99 in your deck, maybe not that many. 45 cards, maybe not that many. 30 cards out of the 99 in your deck are searchers. Fucking insane. Always getting what you want. Every hit. This is going to be huge. I think she's going to be one of the stronger characters in the game again. Like, if we thought that she was weaker before, and that maybe she wasn't top 5 anymore, maybe, if you really didn't think she was top 5, she's going to be really strong again. But so far, it looks like everyone's going to be really strong, but Striker's standing out a lot here. These look huge. I heard Grappler got some insane shit too, so take a look. All right. Gains 50 HP and 150 guard gauge. I think everyone gains 150 so far. I'm going to take a swig of my drink real quick. Can cancel charged MP skills with other MP skills, even possible on whiff. That's fucked up. I hate that, but it's fine. The follow-up motion is his DP. The follow-up of seismic crash can be canceled with other MP skills, even possible on whiff. How do you whiff the follow-up? How do you whiff the follow-up of 2M? Relative to the other, yeah, he definitely got stuff, but I don't know if it's enough to keep him in line with the more fucked up characters. But it looks, I've heard that he got a lot of insane changes. But those insane changes might just not be enough insane because of everyone else got insane changes. Crouching A, 2A. Launches the opponent higher when hit airborne. Cool. 2S, extended the untech time. Wow, that means you might be able to get even crazier combos off of his anti-air, which is mostly used in combos. His 2S is mostly used in combos, not really as an anti-air. Airsteiner. Reduce the landing recovery, which means up the standard when you don't get a combo, but up the standard when you do get Oki. And now you get even better Oki because you have more knockdown time. And then the Airsteiner held, you're going to get a big combo off of it. Hey, what's up, Aseo? How you doing? Slam kick standard, S-Wall airborne. Ground bounces the opponent even without counter hit. That's huge. That's pretty good. I like that. Magnassault standard, which is 5 MS. The second hit launches the opponent's higher. Reduce damage scaling in combos. That's kind of big because this is a move you use a lot in his combos, correct? Magnassault. And then increase block stun, maybe making it safe. Seismic crash. Moved up the counter hit timing. Does that mean... Does that mean... The counter timing for who? For him because it's technically a 2 MS move, so he gets counter hit. He gets counter hit recovery if he's wrong. So do you get hit earlier with counter hits, or do you mean like you can counter hit your opponent earlier? I'm fucking confused. Anyways, shoulder tackle, 6 MS, standard, reduced recovery, launches the opponent's high upon counter hit. Launches the opponent's high on counter hit. The timing, you know me, I'm all about that timing. Short attacker held, reduce the recovery. That's pretty good. Hopefully, maybe that means it's not punishable on block anymore. Maybe that means it's patch preview is live. Yeah, I see it on my phone right here. That's cool. Neat. Breakdown hold, which is the 4 MS. Increase the knockdown time. Very good too. And then aerial breakdown hold, reduce the recovery. So a lot of his changes just give him like better Oki and make it so that he can rinse you better, but he was already gonna like rinse you on Oki if he got his hit. It didn't look like they gave him a lot to be able to continue or get more hits or hit you more frequently. Like it still looks like he's going to struggle to hit you. This stream is all the preview patch I need. If you guys like want to have it up on like a second monitor, or if you guys want to leave and watch it over there, that's totally fine. Understandable. I have it on my phone, so I get it. I totally understand. Ranger. All right, so he got 30 additional health. Once again, 150 extra gourd gauge. All about that gourd. Awakening effect. Increased the debuff duration. Great. I love being debuffed by this character for longer. You can now dash cancel his 5A. His 2A has reduced startup and reduced... Okay, man. He definitely needed that. Oh, absolutely, dude. 6S can connect on knockdown opponents with an OTG. Triple tap. You can now jump cancel the first hit. Great. S while airborne. Reduce the recovery for easier follow-up while airborne. That's fair. Yeah. I think that the recovery was a little strange on his airborne S. Deadly approach can be canceled with Scud Genocide. And they also buff Scud Genocide, which is airborne M. The opponent slowly falls to their knees upon the final hit. Does that mean that they get crumpled and you can combo off of it easier and better? Because if so, that's fucked up. Along with his 2A and 5A being significantly better, which are already really obnoxious control tools. That's dope. That's... Ranger got some huge stuff. That's big. You guys want me to pull up the stream like on the side or something? Have it on my phone. You guys want it off to the side instead? I don't have a third monitor yet. I don't know if I'm going to become a third monitor streamer because I probably can with this GPU. Anyways, let's keep going. Lawn chair. I'm so happy. She has... Oh, dude, her changes look huge. 50 more HP? Okay, fair enough. Not 80. Not 150. She's pretty tall. She could have used some more, but it's fine. Guard gauge, 150 more. Yeah, I guess everyone's getting 150 more guard gauge so far. Attack increase in Awakening. That's good. Dope. And then she also gets a guard damage increase. Ooh, guard damage increase. She's gonna be able to guard crush easier. I like that, especially with the nuke. Double nuke is just gonna, no pun intended, nuke people. Standing A. Increased stun and extended untech time. So easier to follow up off of, and situations where maybe they would fall out of it, maybe they won't. That's really good. Her 2A, reduce the startup, reduce the recovery. Good. Those are just meaningful buffs all around. I think 2A was a pretty nice poke and neutral for the range, but if you got if it whiffed, you were kind of cooked. It's hopefully enough that you're maybe able to use it as in like an effective like 5k from Nagoriyuki. That's what I really want. I just want it to be a low hitting 5k. I think 2A actually hits low. Increase the hit stop duration. Good. So that means it's easier to hit confirm things. Increase stun time and extended untech time. Wow. And be followed up by standard A. So you can go 2A 5AA now. Wow, that's cool. I like that. I dig that. Okay. Airborne A, launch the opponent higher, reduce the recovery, which means that now you're able to get things off it that you normally wouldn't before, especially with, I know her Airborne B change already, so I'm pretty happy, you know, you're going to be able to do that. That's going to be kind of nice. Anyways, go ahead and keep moving. 5B, that its arming motion can now be canceled with MP moves. Cool. When she's putting the thing away, when she's putting that motherfucking flamethrower away, you can now cancel it into mana moves. That's dope. Cool. It's not just like an inherently risky move in neutral that doesn't do much except break armor, unless you have conversion. Now it's actually just a useful poke. That's it. Crouching B, which is a 2B, that is her grenade. Can be canceled with various skills, even possible on whiff, launches the opponent higher. Damn, that's fucked up. That seems really good. They didn't reduce the recovery though, but that still seems pretty good. Oh, wow. Actually, I guess they did, because you can cancel it into various skills. So I guess they did. It doesn't say which skills, but various. Nice. Airborne B expanded the hitbox. Good, because there was definitely situations where you would jump at someone with Airborne B and drag them down to the ground, and they would hit the ground before you, and the last hit wouldn't hit, and they would full combo punish you. Nice. Sick. I'm glad that's going away. Hopefully, that's what it seems like. Grenade launcher, which is her 2S. Removed the upper body hitbox from before to immediately after activation. This is going to be a great anti-air move. This is going to be a sick-ass anti-air. Hell yeah. And it can be jump canceled. And it has reduced scaling for combos, which means combos I would normally have used 2S anyway, because she does have some combos that use 2S into 4MS. Now you're able to use 2S in combos without losing as much damage, and you're able to use it as a starter on an anti-air situation and getting huge damage off. This is huge. This is really, really good. Nice. Spriggan. That is the slide. Reduce knockback distance. Okay, so it leaves them. I guess that depends if you're trying to zone or if you're trying to get Oki. If you're trying to get Oki, this is huge. If you're trying to zone, I guess you just backdash after. Whatever. Laser rifle. I gotta skip this. Sorry. I know Shamble's gonna be mad at me, but I gotta skip that shit. One sec. Do. Okay. Let's see where we're at. We're at Spriggan. Okay. And then we got laser rifle now. I think I talked about Spriggan enough. There's not too much. It's just like, I guess, better Oki off of it because it reduces the distance, the knockback distance. Cool. Laser rifle, which is S while airborne, increased stun time. I'm sorry, increased hit stun, adjusted to untechable. Oh, so they can't fall out of it. It's actually untechable. Cool. So that means you can do it twice and it will always combo as a ground attack instead of sometimes combo as a ground attack. Because sometimes you would use this move too high up and they would hit the ground and immediately tech instead of hitting the ground being splat and then letting you use another one, because this move does hit O2G. Reduce the landing recovery. That's huge too. Maybe you're not as punishable. Maybe you're not punishable at all. That'd be sick, because I remember this move being punishable if they just blocked it. Charge laser rifle. Reduced MP cost. Huge. Sick. That move costed way too much MP for what it did, for it just being like a nice like full screen beam in a game where like zoning isn't super huge. Increase hit stun and increase block stun. Ooh, you might be able to use this as a block string ender now. Oh, because it comes. I think it comes out faster than extruder, than X1 extruder, and X1 extruder you can roll it, and if you roll it, you can punish her. But I don't know that you can now, because now they can just laser rifle instead, and maybe they get plus frames from full screen. We'd have to see how it looks. So far, they haven't showed it off on the other stream. They're on Vanguard and Striker right now. Barbecue. Barbecue. I knew she was saying barbecue. Barbecue. 2MS. You can roll laser 2 F. Unfortunate. Reduce that. Maybe not anymore. It depends what you do it off of. It depends what you do it off of. Yeah, because look at her crouching aim, her 5A, her 2A, and her 5B and 2B changes, or 5B changes mainly. So maybe not anymore. You might actually have to hold that. Damn. Launches the opponent higher and reduced the recovery on hit. Okay, so you get Oki off of it. That's kind of nasty. Oh, they're showing off that it's hard to guard crush as Striker without her being an awakening. Cool. Nice. And can connect against knockdown opponents. Why does this hit O2G? I know that it's a big fucking fireball, and I'm not going to complain because Launcher is one of my characters, but that's kind of fucked up. And then Mark II Lancer, which is the 4MS. So that's the grenade up that like knocks them down. Reduced MP cost, so you're gonna be able to use it more in combos, and maybe even as an anti-air tool. That's kind of sick. And Quantum Bomb, which is the nuke, increased minimum damage. So now it doesn't completely ruin your combos. If you like use it and you hit them because they're trying to jump out of a situation, and then you combo off it, it doesn't completely scale your combos to no end. Oh, actually, I think that's as an ender technically, huh? So if you hit someone with 2 of them. Yeah, because that's increased minimum damage, not increased damage scaling. I wonder what this is going to do. Hopefully it's something good. I can't tell if that's actually going to do something super huge for the character. Inquisitor. All right, let's see. First of all, you got 80 health. Huge W. First W. She might survive one more interaction neutral because it's 80 health, not 30. Plus 150 more guard stamina because everyone got that. Awakening effect. Added guard break resistance increase effect. Whoa! Added moving speed increase effect. Whoa! This bitch gonna be fast. She gonna be zooming. Hell yeah. Her crouch. Adjusted hurt box for consistency. That doesn't sound like a buff. That sounds like a nerf. I thought they gave her a stealth nerf. because it was really hard to hit her crouching sometimes compared to other characters. And it has 4 consistency. So did they make her more normalized, which makes her easier to hit? That's fucked up, man. Come on. She's small. It made sense. It's fine. Anyways, I guess whatever. Reduce the landing time on her jump. Cool. And then her 2A. Reduce the startup and reduce the recovery. Bless. 5B, reduce the recovery. Bless. It's probably plus now. Punishing Frost. Reduce the recovery. Bless. Which means that you're going to have a combo up and easier. Actually. Rising Cut. That's her 2S? Yeah. Yeah, her 2S. Reduce recovery. Also plus. Or huge. Not a plus, like plus on block. We don't know if it's going to be plus. Probably not, right? But we know that it's going to make her more plus on hit, which is good. Cut and dash can be canceled with various MP skills. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, because now she can go 2S, 6S into MP stuff. What do you guys want to call it? You guys want to call it holy water? You guys want to call it bath water? You guys want to call it butter? Cum bottle? Whatever you want to call it. 4S can now be followed up by cut in dash, even possible on whiff. That's dope. This is sick. They showed that in the trailer, and I thought that was already a really nice change for her. In addition to her pokes, her 2S, her 2B, her 5B, and her 2A being better. I think this is pretty nice. I don't think it's amazing. We'd have to see it in practice, but it seems pretty all right so far. Raid, which is her dive slash. We can't really call it a dive kick, can we? Moved up the cancel timing after landing and can be followed up by cut in dash after landing. That's pretty good too. I don't want to call any of those things. I'm not calling it Flug's Essence. You can call it holy water because it's probably supposed to be holy water or holy oil. Whatever you want to call it. I don't get them oiled up, Hakan style. Anyways. Summary Justice, which is her 6 MS. Reduce the recovery. Good. Increase the hit back of the last slash, which means they're not going to fall out of it now. Woo! Increase the guard back of the last slash. So they're not going to fall out of it on block. I don't know if they ever fall out of it on block. I've never seen that happen, but that sounds like this is what this is covering. Increase the guard back of the last slash. Actually. Yeah, that's the same thing. Increase the stun on the opponent after guarding the 3rd hit. And then they also reduce the recovery. Is this plus? Did they make 6 MS plus? What? Come on, dog. Why they... God's Wrath, which is spin to win. This is spin to win. Why did they make spin to win reduced recovery? I guess on whiff it's safer because it was already pretty safe, and on hit it's more plus. Smile. Or I guess on not on hit, on block. On block it wasn't plus, was it? It wasn't like -2 or -4. It was minus but not punishable. -1, -2. But now it might be 0. It might be +1. It might be +2. Damn. Boo! Nice. Alright, boyos. We're there. We're at my character. You know damn well we're gonna have a lot of shit to say. Oh man, I've already seen the changes on Crusader, and I'm pretty happy. I didn't get the specific change I wanted. Well, I was talking to Wonderful Deluxe at Locals about it last Saturday. He doesn't think it's really that big of a change and that it wouldn't change too much. I think that the changes he got actually do matter compared to what I wanted. So, I can't complain. Let's get into them. HP, he gained 30. He gained a full 100, not 150. They gave him a cool 100 on his guard stamina. No biggie, not a big deal. Not upset about it. He was already pretty hard to guard crush anyway. So not bad. He also gets a guard break resistance buff in Awakening. He gets a white life recovery, white life increase recovery buff. I don't know if that's actually a buff. That's kind of a nerf. And then he also gets more defense. It is enhanced. Yes, more defense. Maybe we'll survive random shit that we're not supposed to survive. Yes, sick. And then we just wall and wake up after. His crouch reduced the hurt box, so no more instant overheads, hopefully, or less consistent instant overheads, harder instant overheads, less of the cascading instant overheads. Oh, that's sick. I like that. He's short. He's literally shorter. All kings, shorten up. Crouching guard, same thing. Reduce the hitbox. It's all right. We got some shit to talk about, gamers. 2A, reduce the startup. Reduce the recovery. This was already +2 on block. What the fuck are they thinking? I'm mashing this shit on people now. What the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna DP me? Cool, you'll see why that's a bad idea in these changes later. You'll see why in these changes that's a bad idea in a second. More plus on his 2A. One of his better poke tools. One of his better neutral tools. A combo tool as well. Great move. Even greater. Love it. He's got the hands of the Lord now, bro. This motherfucker is boxing. He said, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, I'm coming for y'all's bitch ass. Is it Jake or Logan? Whichever one boxes, he's gonna fuck him up. He beat that nigga's ass in a fist fight. Boom, boom, boom. All them low jabs, that's all he needs. Let's go. I'm mashing 2A. As soon as this patch is live, I'm mashing 2A. I don't care what other buttons got changes, because there is some good changes here. I'm mashing 2A. Airborne A, reduce the landing recovery, good, because it was really easy to like try to air someone and then they land before you and you die. That was a weird situation because you would like try to air them into like spear. You would go like jump a spear and then try to 5S after, and occasionally it wouldn't work. It looks like they're making it so that you're less risky for doing it. Like it's not as risky of an option. We don't know how much yet though. 5B, reduce the recovery. This is more plus now. What the fuck are they? What the fuck are they doing? You're giving this more plus for I'm run up grabbing I'm playing fucking Kai Kisk now, nigga. Oh my god, I'm excited. I'm happy. Good changes. Good changes. I don't know if it was a smart change, but it's a good change. It might be specifically because his pokes are really slow, except for 2A. So because his pokes were on the slower side, they were like, maybe we need to enforce his mix better. But my guess is they wanted to enforce his mix better. So they gave him more plus frames on his already plus frame buttons instead of giving him new ones. They just made these more plus so that now you have more advantage to check someone with another 2A, another 5B, 5AA, or beating mash by doing any of those things. Now, like, you have more frames to work with on your offense. And mashing out on defense is even better because his 2A is faster. So if you're worried about someone just run up throw checking you over and over and over and over because you don't have a real DP, it doesn't fucking matter. Your 2A is your DP now. Look at me. Look at me. I am 2A. I am the DP now. This is gonna be sick nasty. I'm so excited. Everyone B. A lot of these changes just have me wondering what the fuck they were thinking, but it's fine. Opponent now staggers upon grounded counter hit. Cool. Opponent now bounces off the ground while hit airborne. So instead of getting jump B, 2A, 2A, whatever, 2A, 2A wall, 2A, 2A, 5MS, 5AA if you have enough plus frames. Oh, it's coming to Nintendo Switch April 20th. April 20th is when DNF Duel will be going to Nintendo Switch for anyone watching this, but not the other thing. Very cool. And the downloadable content will be in the game too. The new character? Wow, she looks hot. Hell yeah, I like the big katana. Did I miss Striker? You did miss Striker. Whoa, there's a season pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. Nasty. I'm excited. That's sick. That's it. We're getting content, baby. And it's coming to Switch. Hopefully they do crossplay so that we can be destroyed. We can be like ruined by Switch not having rollback. Because I'm sure Switch isn't going to have rollback, is it? Anyways. Yes, you did miss Striker. Her changes look really big. They look really, really good. But it bounces off the ground on counter hit while bounces off the ground if hit while airborne. So if you air to air someone with 5B, you're now probably going to be able to get something like, I'm sorry, not 5B, jump B. You're going to be able to get 5S, maybe grounded 5B. Yeah, just 5B, or either of those options are better than 2A, 2A, or 5AA. Both of those options are better because you have to get a super deep jump in to land a 5B normally. Now, if you hit air to air, you might be able to get a 5B. That's sick. You might even be able to get a 5S. Speaking of 5S, that is the next thing. 5S. Oh, it's not the next thing. Yeah, it is. Staggers the opponent on grounded hit. All I care about now is gaming then. What's on the lineup? I don't know when I'm going to game. I want to finish reading the patch notes, and if I have enough time left, I might play some Yu-Gi-Mons. Or if the patch is live, we'll look at the changes. I don't know when the patch is going to go live. It could go live right after their thing, as I'm done talking about the patch notes, in which case I'm just going to check it out. Staggers opponents on grounded hit. Not even on grounded counter hit. Just grounded hit in general. That's huge. That's really good. Nice. Let's see. We got Flash Spear. Can be followed up after a standard 5A. 5AA follow-up. Crouching A. 5B. 2B, so 2A, my bad. Sorry, my brain doesn't work. Hammer of Penance Airborne and Sacred Upper. So you can go jump S, 6S? Just like my hairline? Your hairline's receding? I'm sorry to hear that, Panda. Howdy. Man, that's fucked up. Fucked up. This is a good change. This is huge. He couldn't do stuff off of his 5AA, off of his 2B before, off of his 5B. It's receding. Oh, I didn't know. Off his 2A, you could only do metered moves. You can only do 2M, 5M, 6M, or 4M. All right? You couldn't do any of his specials, any of his skills. Now you can do his skills, at least forward and back. It doesn't look like you can do grounded Hammer of Penance. I don't see grounded Hammer of Penance. I only see airborne. Oh well, yeah, I only see airborne airborne Hammer of Penance. So Air S. Saint counter can be followed up after standard A, which is 5A, 5AA, 2A, 5B, 2B, Hammer of Penance airborne. So jump S and Sacred Upper 2S. Oh, yes. This is fucked up. This is a reverse mix off every situation. This is some Liu Kang MK11 type shit. That's fucked up. This is going to be funny. Flash Spear is also really good, but I think the Saint counter change is probably bigger because of the fact that now, because you're able to use Saint counter off of this, that means your opponent is always going to have to be worried about trying to check you when normally they would be able to, right? Like if you don't have mana, they can check you there or they can punish you there because of the fact that you need wall to make yourself plus normally, right? You're gonna do something like 5AA, which is minus enough to punish for a lot of characters, -8, I think. So if you have a good enough range, you can punish it. But now, if you try to go for that punish, you might just get cooked by a Saint counter. If you try to take space, you might just get by a fucking Flash Spear, by a Holy Nova. That's... Yes. Yes. Hammer of Repentance, which is jump S. The opponent staggers on grounded hit. Cool. Miracle Splitter. Reduce the startup for invulnerability against projectiles. Good. I kept getting cooked by ranged projectiles when I'm trying to react to them. It felt impossible. So I'm happy about that. And extended the untech time upon the first hit, making it harder for you to fall out of it in weird situations where the combo's been going on too long, I assume. So that's a good change. What the fuck? Sphere of Recovery, which is jump MS. Reduce the landing recovery. So does that mean I don't have to Kara Spear anymore? I can just do it. I can just do jump spear, jump spear, jump spear. It'll just work on its own. That'd be nasty. That'd be really nasty. Someone let me know if the change is already live, because if they're not, I don't know if we're going into DNF Duel. We might play some Yugi Mons or something. Or I might try like Halo, since we have the new nice 144 hertz monitor. Oops, with G-Sync. Not live. F. Apocalypse. This is Disco Party, right? Yeah, this is Disco Party. Ooh, reduce the MP cost. Good. That's awesome. That means that your opponent is... Wait. Yeah, while airborne, yeah. Which means that your opponent is going to have to deal with this move more frequently. Like, because normally you were only able to set this up in a situation where you had extra mana to work with, so that you weren't putting yourself in a disadvantageous or a mana burned situation and have to gain back your mana during it. Now, you might have mana left over to check them with something like a DP immediately, and then they get cooked by the Apocalypse, the Disco Party, bounce, wow, wow, and then you just start hitting the shut. You just start beating the shut on with 5B or 5S or Flash Spear. Is live in 5 minutes. Awesome. We'll check out the patch right after this. Sick. It's gonna be dope. Reduce the recovery for easier follow-up while airborne. So that means you can do it, land, and be more plus off something, maybe like a jump B or a throw. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I appreciate that. Wow, that's nasty. That's awesome. These changes, I think this, yeah, I posted it in people's Discords that I've seen that I know like fighting games. I'm not sticking around for bike and theme, sorry. I pinned a message, don't know how it works. No, that's good. Thank you. I appreciate you for pinning that. That's dope. So that means if someone's in here and they didn't watch it and they're watching me instead, they'll know that the patch is live in 5 minutes. So I'm actually going to change to DNF Duel right now. I'm going to change, instead of just chatting, to DNF Duel. So if someone comes through and they're like, where's DNF Duel? I'm going to be like, hey, the patch is live in 5 minutes. After I'm done reading the patch notes, we'll get right in there, gamers. What? Is that it? Is that the last character? Is Crusader the last character? Wait. Where's the rest of this? Where's the rest of this? For more information, it's missing a bunch of characters. Yeah, patch is live. Here we go. I wasn't even on the right thing. Okay, so we went through all these in 4 minutes. Yeah, we went through all these. I guess we could have read these little things here if we had known, but we didn't. Crusader, there's more characters. Yeah, there we go. I knew it. I was like, where's the rest of the characters? Swiftmaster is meaty now. The Satyr's meaty now. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna be plus framing the shit out of people. DK was the last characters. That was the last character, and her changes were cut off. That's weird. Okay, so here we go. Swiftmaster gains 50 HP. Fuck this little rat. I knew this stupid BS would happen. What? They would make the patch go live right after they talked about it. That's good. I don't mind that. Any news we got, and it's coming out literally right now. Don't you love it? Don't you love when devs do shit last minute? But that makes it more hype because you see it and you're like, I gotta get in there right now. I gotta get in there. This is good. This is awesome. A cool 150 to his guard gauge. So I think so far the only character who's only got 100 is Crusader. But he was so hard to guard crush anyway, right? So I guess it's fine. Fucking market your game. Yeah, true. I agree. Awakening effect. Various MP skills can be cancelled with Wind Order, even possible on Whip. Why? Added MP recovery speed increase effect. Why? Swift Menace? Swift Menace is back. If he was ever gone, he's not anymore, boys. Airborne B. Increased hit stun and increased block stun. Wonderful. I want to know, but I don't want to watch. What's new, boys? A lot. This game seems crazy. He needs it. His DPS 18 frames. Eat a dick. Fuck off. Sweeping Wind, which is 6S. The first hit can now be jump canceled. Great. Wind Blaster Airborne. Expanded the hitbox, so it's less likely to fall out. I guess that's fair. Whatever. Anyway, I don't think people fall out of it very often anyway, but this is definitely a quality of life change. Relentless Biting Wind. Biting Wind? Biting Wind. MS. Reduce the recovery when performed while airborne. Great. Wonderful. Plus. I love plus frames. Wind Orb. Reduced MP cost. Oh no. The startup motion can be cancelled with Stormquaker? Aw, fuck. Come on, man. Reduce the recovery when performed while airborne. This character is fucked up. He didn't actually get a lot of changes, but they all seem really good so far. Wind Twist. 4 MS. The startup motion can be cancelled into Vortex Hurricane. Great. Reduce the recovery when performed while airborne. They're just making all of his... They're trying to make him an aerial demon. Okay, his name is Swiftmaster, but now he's Airmaster. This motherfucker is an airbender. He's airborne, he's the best character in the game. He's grounded, he's probably also the best character in the game. Yeah, the return of Super Mario, dude. He's Jumpman. Them boys something. Anyways, move down to Enchantress. Let's see what Enchantress got. I've heard Enchantress players say that her changes aren't that big, and then I've heard players that played against good Enchantresses say that her changes look sick. So, Mad, It's Time to Dance can be jump cancelled, allowing you to follow up with various skills. Buffed Harvest and Aerial Lantern Bomb make her neutral play and combos even more powerful. She gained 50 HP and 150 guard gauge. Cool, pretty in line with most of the other characters. Awakening effect, added White Life recovery increase speed. Okay, and then added MP recovery speed. This is actually pretty good because that means when you untime out, yeah, the floor is lava, and right, he's just gonna be zooming. He's gonna be dipping around in the air. When you take off the controlling Mad, now she's gonna be gaining her MP back faster in Awakening, making it so that maybe she can get some really long drawn out combos that she couldn't have gotten before. Her crouch adjusted her box for consistency. This once again sounds like a nerf. Same thing they did with Inquisitor. It sounds like they made her easier to hit while in crouching, which whatever is fine with me. I don't care. If they're doing it to Inquisitor, at least they're doing it to her too. Make the smallest character and the second smallest character, or the third smallest character. Because I think Swiftmaster is technically taller than Inquisitor. Anyways, make some of these smaller characters easier to hit grounded. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm fine with it. Her dodge reduced the recovery because she did have a different dodge than everyone. She had like a little teleport, and the teleport it actually had more recovery than everyone else's. Add invul immediately on hit against hit and projectiles immediately upon activating it. Okay, cool. That's sick. Mad is Time to Dance, which is 2S. Can now be jump canceled upon hit. Wait, upon connecting with Enchantress's hit. Okay, cool. Aerial Lantern Bomb, which is jump S. reduce the landing recovery, so you're going to be able to do more stuff after it. Harvest, which is 6 MS, reduce the recovery, increase the minimum damage, which means that you're going to be able to get bigger damage off of combos that require this move multiple times. It extended the untech time and launches the opponent higher. Yeah, you're going to be able to just mash the shit. Harvest is going to be like in combos all the time now. Mad the Guard. 2 MS during showtime. Okay, increased the knockdown time. So she's going to be able to maybe get some Oki off it or not be minus. Mainly not be minus off of her own DP. Smile. That's pretty good. Kunoichi. Let's see what the Kunoichi changes are. She got 30 more health and 150 more guard stamina. Why is it only Crusader has gotten only 100? Come on, bro. Give him the 150 like everyone else. Just do it hot fix and just give him another 50. Awakening effect. Added white life, increased damage on block. So chip damage on block. And then made her move faster. Gotta go fast, she a ninja. Flame cut, 5S. Can now be followed up by Rising Cut, which is 2S. Okay, and speaking of 2S, so she can go 5S, 2S. That's dope. Speaking of 2S, can be jump canceled on hit and can be followed up by Flying Squirrel. Great. Kunai Throw, which is 6S, can now be followed up by Log Clone, even possible on whiff. Log Clone, which is 4S, reduce startup of for the invulnerability. Wow, so you're able to like throw Kunai into Log Clone, which you couldn't do before, and you're invul for part of it. Oh, Flying Squirrel, which is 2S, while airborne, which makes sense because Rising Cut puts you airborne. Reduce the recovery and reduce the landing recovery. So if you recover in the air, you can get bigger combos, and if you recover grounded, if you just go back down to the ground, you're less punishable. That's pretty dope. I like that. These are like small changes. There's not a lot here, but it seems like what it's doing is making her her follow-ups for her combos more consistent, and it also makes it so you have new combo routes. That's what it's seeming like. Ghostblade. Please make Ghostblade fun. He was already fun. If you don't think Ghostblade was fun, you just don't like the character. Ghostblade is really fun. You can ask my friend Creeper. He thinks Ghostblade is fun, and so does my friend Adil. Adil or No Deal. He made a couple top 8s at some of the online tournaments with Ghostblade. Gains 50 HP, 150 guard gauge. Awakening effect gets more guard gauge damage, and then also gets a movement speed. Okay. Reduce the hurtbox of his crouch. Reduce the hurtbox of his crouching guard is even more fun if you put the Tims on. Shut the fuck up. Ultimate Phantom Slash, which is 5S. Adjusted block stun, making the opponent guard until the last hit. Ooh, yeah, that seems really good. Spectral Eradication, 2S. Reduce the recovery. Can be canceled with Ghost Retracer. Whoa, that's sick too. Okay. Drive slash second hit. 6SS. Expanded the hitbox. Expanded hitbox again. Can be the third hit can be canceled with meteor skills upon hit. Okay. Cross slash, which is S while airborne, reduce the recovery, so it's more plus. I think Ghostblade is a big winner. That sucks. Why do you don't want Ghostblade to be a big winner? Look, I don't want a top 2 to be a big winner, and I think so far it's looking like Striker is a big winner, and I already thought Striker was really good. Striker seems like a really big winner from these patch notes. Dyad, okay. Dyad Soul Cross. I guess I could have just called it Soul Cross, whatever. 5MS, which is, I guess, 5MS follow-up 5MS, can be canceled with Ghost Retracer, and then Ghost Retracer with the 2MS. Reduced the recovery upon teleporting. Wow. Wow. They fucking did it. They buffed teleport. They fucking did it. Not only did they buff teleport, they made it so you could use teleport off more things. So you could use it off his 2S. You can use it off of his 5MM or his 5MS MS. You can use it off that. That's really good. That's huge. They didn't seem to make it cost less stam. I mean, less MP though. Less mana. That kind of sucks. Hitman gained 20. Bro, why even change it, man? You should have left that shit at 1,000, bro. Gained 20 HP. Gained 150 guard gauge. Reduced the hurtbox on his 2. I'm still laughing at his HP change. I'm sorry. Okay. Crouching guard, 2G. Reduce the hurtbox. Okay, so it's hard to hit him while he's crouching. Crouching B, launches the opponent's higher. Cool. which is a buff. Deadlift can be jump canceled upon the second hit. Dead 6, which is S while airborne, extended the untech time. That's actually pretty good for him. And then Sweep, which is 4 MS, reduce the recovery and launch the opponent's higher. No, 20 HP. How do I kill him now? They fought off the game to give everyone more health, but realized they fucked up on him, man. Yeah, they're like, fuck. We said we were gonna give everyone more health. What do we do? And they're like, give him 20. Yeah, fuck it. Give him 20. It would have been a better meme if they had just gave him 1. If they just gave him 1 more, they were like, it's fine. He doesn't really need it anyway. They just 1. Troubleshooter. Let's take a looky loo. What do we got for Troubleshooter? HP gained 30 HP and gained 150 guard gauge. Literally only so far, only Crusader has gained less than 150 guard gauge. Okay. Awakening effect. Various MP skills can be canceled after the second hit. With the second hit of Get on Fire, even possible on Whip. Oh, is this big? Wonderful Lux, are you still here? This seems really good, especially if it says even on Whip. Not various skills, various MP skills. Whoa. He has bottom 1 shot. God dang. I should never ask you anything. Crouching has reduced startup. That's really good. And reduced recovery. So it's probably plus on block now. Or neutral. And it's faster. So it's a nice poke out tool. So you don't have to rely on his 5AA or his DP to poke out. Cool. G-Bomb, which is 6S, can be followed up by Swashbuckler's Refreshment. Even possible on Whiff. That's really good too. Third hit of fire is super reactable. On startup with a dodge. It's the second hit. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so because you can cancel the second hit, the third hit should never hit you anyway. That's fair. I can kind of understand where you're coming from. His 2S can be jump canceled. It doesn't say just on hit, so just in general, really nice. Oppression, which is 4MS. Reduce Lender recovery while awakened. That is an interesting change that is just while awakened, but I like that. That's going to make his awakening combos probably way more buff. That's going to make his awakening combos way more buff. Cool. So they gave him more explosive offense, I guess, but it doesn't seem like they did much to his defense. Yeah, like this move in neutral is what you mean, but I guess in combos, this is probably kind of a big change. There's only 2 hits technically. I call it third hits because the first hit hits twice. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's changes are cut off for me. Nice. They are cut off. I can't read Dragon Knight changes. Wait, maybe if we do this? There we go. Anyways, now we can read Dragon Knight changes. Okay, HP. She gained 30. 150 guard stamina. Okay. Awakening effect. Increased attack. Hey, yo, we thought her combos took too long to kill you. So we made it so that now at the end of the round, she fucking deletes you. Have fun playing DNF Duel. Add a wildlife recovery speed increase effect. I guess she's not putting herself into awakening, so not that big of a deal. He has got literally nothing other than the 2A buff. Yeah, I think the 2A buff is really good. For all the 2As that are slower, they made it better. That's really cool because they did it to Crusader and they also did it to Inquisitor as well. 5B can be jump canceled. 2S can be jump canceled. Skybreak, which is 6S, reduced recovery, and can be followed up by Knuckle Buster, even possible on Whip. That's really sick. 6S is the thing that puts her slightly airborne, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. Finish, which is her, it's the jumping thing. 4S, yeah, 4S, which is like the jumping thing. Finish! I think she says it. The first hit can be followed up by Knuckle Buster, also pretty good. Dragon Warrior Princess. Increase the knockdown time for counter hit. Okay, I mean, that's... if you use it in a combo that started off counter hit, do you get this or no? Because if you don't get this, like, that change doesn't do that much. I mean, unless you're using it as a whip punish, but she has a really nice whip punishment anyway, so I don't think there's any reason for this to exist. Unless, once again, if you start a combo on counter hit, it carries to the end of the combo, so the knockdown on counter hit, because you ended the combo in it, you have more knockdown time. The move is super strong in neutral? Dragon Warrior Princess? Am I thinking of the wrong move? Am I thinking of her... the ender that she uses for all of her combos? Is that not Dragon Warrior Princess? Is that 4MS? And then 6MS is something different? Oh, 6MS is baseball swing. You're right. This is really good in neutral, actually. And it's definitely going to combo... it's definitely going to hit people. No. No, it's not the grappling. The grappling is 4. The baseball swing is 6. This is huge. This is actually really fucked up. Yeah, baseball swing have more knockdown counter hit? Oh, no. That's fucked up. Dragon Breath. B, while simultaneously using Astra, launches back the opponent upon the first hit. The last hit of the opponent knocks the opponent far away, so you can't Wow, you're not gonna be able to use his mid screen anymore. Increase damage. So you're getting bigger damage on it, but then they get knocked away. On Dragon Breath? Wait, B. Yeah. Yeah, they get launched. So you can't use this for combos mid-screen. Because the last hit knocks, like, pushes the opponent really far back. But it increases damage, so you can just use it and then run up after to continue your pressure. So that's not a terrible change. I mean, she has better combo tools off Astra than Dragon Breath anyway, right? Is Dragon Breath like an actual good one? Like, I thought the spin is the one most people use, which is S. You do like summon Astra spin. Spin. After you do the 5S, 4S, 5S, 4S. You do 5S, 4S spin, 5S, 4S spin, or whatever, something like that, right? I think it's 5S charge. Anyways, something like that. So, it's not a nerf. Not technically. It gives the move a better purpose because it sometimes was just used for combos mid-screen when she has a really good fucking wall carry anyway. So you didn't really need it. Lost Warrior, LW. Maybe he's Found Warrior now, boys. Let's see if he's Found Warrior. He's got 50 more HP, 150 more guard gauge. He's got a defense increase, which is fucked up because now his character's going to be able to sit in Awakening and kill you even easier. He's got a guard break resistance effect, which means he's going to just sit in Awakening and block and kill you more easily. Fucked up. Reduced the hitbox on crouching. did LW find an L or a W? That's what I'm saying. Let's see if he found a dub right now. Crouching, reduce the hitbox. Crouching guard, reduce the hitbox. Cool. Less easy to be hit by things that shouldn't happen. He is a tall boy, but I mean, they're just trying to normalize these characters. Standard A, reduce the startup and reduce the recovery. So maybe this move is significantly better. Yeah, it's actually a huge nerf for just TS. I don't think it's just for TS. It's also for Berserker too, to be fair. Those are the only three. Get cooked. It's fine. I don't think any character should really be getting instant overrated ever, to be fair. QS can be jump canceled. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That's something they gave to everyone, I think. Mysterious / Airborne. New move added. So S while Airborne. That's just new. No, I said no one should be able to do it. I don't think anyone should be able to do it. I think anyone should be able to do it. Okay? I'm not saying I am advocating for your character to get nerfs. I'm advocating for no one to have it. Fuck. Mysterious Spear. My bad. 2S. Adjusted the command. Okay. Vanish Cutter. Moved up the jump cancel timing. Okay, yeah, no, it was kind of weird jump canceling that move. Now the combos are just going to be more intuitive off Vanish. Off Vanish Cutter. And then Absolute Guard. Moved up the counter hit timing. I don't know what this means. I don't know if that means like you get counter hit less frequently, like because you're doing your counter, or if you get counter hit damage for them swinging at you. I don't know what the fuck this means. But the patch is probably live, so let's go check it out, gamers. Let's go check it out. We looked over the patch notes. It's getting posted to the YouTube, of course. I'll probably do it right after stream. And now we're gonna look at what our character got specifically. We're gonna look at Crusader first and foremost. I'll worry about other characters another day.